Yo, welcome back. Episode 51, Blunt Kings Podcast. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, Tio Val, and as always, it's my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor. You know what it is, the funk with the drunkle. We in the building, episode 51. You know, we're building the structure, son.
It's 101 episodes of podcasting in the past year. Hey, Omega.
Yo, I feel Tony the Tiger. I feel great. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah. Speaking of feeling great, this episode is brought to you by Bisco Cheetos brand, the illest brand in New Mexico. Make sure you guys go check out the adventures of Cheeto, as well as all the apparel that will be dropping this year for sure. We're also brought to you by High Desert Relief, the premier cannabis dispensary of New Mexico. Tonight we're puffing on that desert cheese.
Yo, I'm
has
very
us at ease, you know what I'm saying? But
and it's a sativa too there, so you know what I mean. We're very uppy. You know what I mean? This kind of the state there, you know what I mean? Besides, you know what I mean? If we were very active there. So hitting that sativa, get us up, get us out, get us creative, get us focused, getting us doing our thing.
One thing about sativas, though, it gets me more mellow than an indica for some reason. It's my ADHD for sure. So it gets me more stoned than an indica does for sure. But I love it.
It's going to be a good one there. We'll let you know how it goes there for sure by the end of the show.
Who else we brought by?
We're brought to you by Polite's Bodega there. You know what I mean? If you're looking for some of them premier glass in the city there, if you're looking for anything for a repair, you know what I mean? Maybe a broken bong, maybe a broken stem, maybe a bowl. If you're looking for them backwoods there, I'd say go hit up Polite's Bodega and tell them that A Omega and Val sent you.
Hey. We're also brought to you by X7 Supply, Lotus Fightwear, and Ism 718. Make sure you guys go check them out on Instagram as well.
What do they do?
They're the clothing brands that make your clothing brand a clothing brand for sure. Yes. So if you guys need a one and done for your concert, you need 1,000 for your merch booth. Make sure you guys check those out. Definitely. We're also brought to you by Gonzo Family Farms, right, A Omega?
Yo, man, Gonzo Family Farm, premier edibles and drinkables in the whole state there, folks. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of good stuff going on there. I mean, from their drinkables called Hostels there. You know what I mean? Again, they range from 100 to 1,000.
Same with the Skull Crushers.
Skull Crushers there. You know what I mean? White chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. They're 1 to 1,000. All rosin.
Yep.
Again, the Cushicles.
I like those. I like the Cushicles
too. The Cushicles, man.
The popsicles. I think what are those at 1,000 milligram as well?
No. Those are only recreational.
Oh, those are 100.
Yeah, just 10 each popsicle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Which is nice. Good. Which is cool. You know, just to take off the edge a little bit if you're dealing with the family and you don't want to get too out of control. You know what I mean. But you still want to be a little sedated there. Very great there. Also there, the rosin dogs. You know what I'm saying? Those. The rosin dogs.
I like those and the diamond dogs.
They
have like little dog walkers and the full gram ones for sure.
Yo.
So yeah, guys, make sure you guys go check them out. You can find them at Pecos Valley Productions. You can find them at Oasis, and you could also find them at
Rocky Mountain in the Santa Fe area. In the Fe area.
All right, hey, Omega, you ready to start this show?
Yo, let's do this, baby.
All right, classic album that dropped today, July 13, 1989. The D.O.C. No One Can Do It Better.
Oh,
you remember the D.O.C.?
D.O.C. Yeah, man, he was the original group member
for NWA, right?
NWA.
Yeah. You know he lost his voice in a tragic accident. They say that he's going to be coming back, though, with an AI-operated album where they take his voice and his lyrics and his old voice and his new lyrics, and they make a brand new album.
Put him out there.
So that's going to be pretty dope.
I'm sure he's super fucking anxious for that. You know what I mean? I can only imagine what he's going through. You know what I mean? Being an artist there that, you know, really helped start a lot of this
and
stuff.
Been out of the limelight for so long.
Yeah, the formula, dude, when he did that song for me there, it was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest debut albums in hip-hop history, executive produced by Dr. Dre and heavily connected to NWA. Features classics like It's Funky Enough and The Formula, like you just said. Many consider the D.O.C. one of the greatest lyricists ever. He takes the title alongside of like Black Thought back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So he's really good with the lyrics. Really good with the projection and the cadence as well. So shout out to D.O.C., man. You know, I can't wait to hear the new album, Old Voice with new lyrics on some AI shit. They've been doing that with Nipsey recently, I heard. They've been doing it with a couple other artists, and I kind of want to see what it sounds like. I don't know. I can't really say if it's going to be good or not.
I'm intrigued, but there's one thing that they're going to do is they're going to make sure that they're not going to miss.
Right.
That's for sure, and I know that. You know what I mean? But depending on how they decide to orchestrate this, you know what I mean? Like, let's see how it goes. Like, again, like how you were saying.
What do you guys think? You guys want to hear the D.O.C. album, the AI version, or you think they should just leave it alone? I don't know. It's up to you guys. What do you guys think? It's up to hip hop. You know what I mean? Like if they want to hear it, they want to hear it. If not, they don't. All right, hip hop question number 1. Hey, Omega. Who are your for real top 3 influences in hip hop that show in your music today? Like whether it be the cadence, the voice, the attributes, or just the attitude in general. Who do you think that shines through your, through your music, out of your influences in hip hop?
Out of my influences in hip hop, definitely right now, today is going to be my boy D.O.C.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I've seen his growth exponentially there. You know what I mean? Between his cadence, different approaches on different projects with different songs, using different influences that he grew up with to really create themes for his music and
you're saying
himself.
that's what you use like as that inspiration to throw into your music. Okay.
Yeah. That's one cat there. When I see a new album pop up on that Friday, I'm listening to it track by track all the way down.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's when I know that heavily that artist has influenced me. Okay, second one, moving on. Big Crit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like the cadence, right?
He always with the scene. Oh, you know what I mean? Okay. And then with the way that he spits his lyrics with the fast kind of like twister. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that's always caught me about Big Crit. You know what I mean? And there's always something influential behind it. You know what I mean? What he's talking about, there's always something themed there, and it's always something, portraying the good, the bad, and the ugly of it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love Big Crit. You know what I mean? And the third one, okay, I'm gonna have to say this one. Those are the two big ones right now there. I would definitely say I'm at a loss for words. 40.
E40?
40 water.
Okay, like the energy of E40. I mean? Yeah, I could see that.
Like just like
for sure.
Like trying to turn a new leaf and not really doing the old school things that we used to do there, but like find out.
And not only that, all of the vernacular and like the lingo and the stuff that E40's made up over the year. He has like a whole dictionary of words that he's made up. And I think it's funny that
Tyrannosaurus.
I've heard us use a couple of those words inside of some of our rhymes too. So I think it's kind of funny. Mm-hmm. So all right, I guess my 3 are gonna be Big L as far as like the lyrical aspect, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Violent J as far as like this like comical horrorcore type shit, right? And then one that really came to me earlier this week, and I never thought of it till now. Me and my cousins, my girl cousins, when we were younger, we used to bump TLC, right? Crazy, Sexy, Cool, I believe was the name of the album.
Yeah. Of course.
And
93, 92.
And I remember I was listening to it just the other day, and I was like, oh, T-Boz's voice, for some reason, it reminds me of like how I approach a track on songwriting. You know what I'm saying? Like just like that
okay.
It's
that
like
premise.
It's like dark and ominous, but it's like smooth and bassy at the same time. And I was listening to it, I was all, did I really just get influenced by T-Boz the whole time when I was growing up and not even notice until now? You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. I think T-Boz might be one of them as far as like the songwriting, singing, flowing aspect to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of funny to realize that shit when you hear like a song like, what was it? I think it was Digging on You or some shit like that when I heard it the other day. And I remember I used to sing this shit. It was in my tape
Walkman.
Yeah, Walkman shit.
Walkman, dog.
So yeah, shout out to T-Boz.
Yo, and that's crazy though, because you know what I mean? It just, that time there, it was the environment and what was really popping. You know what I mean? Like the R&B women at that time in that early 90s, they were dominating.
And I'll tell you
a
funny story real quick. Like my girl cousins, they used to think the lyrics to Waterfalls was Go Jason Waterfalls. Like they thought they were talking about some guy named Jason Waterfalls or some shit. And I was all, and I was reading the booklet as they're singing it, and I was all, you guys know it says don't go chasing waterfalls, right? And they're all, oh. I was like, you guys just look like a bunch of cheerleaders right now on some go chasing waterfalls shit. But yeah, anyway, all right. Hip hop question number 2, Omega. All right, right now, who are you bumping that you consider a hidden inspirational gem? It could be anything from any genre. Who is it?
Oh, man, definitely there. I want to say shout out to the IE, the Inland Empire there. Shout out to homeboy in San Bernardino there. Talking Doggy Style. You know what I'm saying? That cat has been fucking hooking me up there.
What's his name?
Doggy Style.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
I thought you said EI something.
Yeah, it's Leeeee. Doggy Style Lee. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Okay. He's one of these cats there, and he's a Crip cat. You know what I'm saying? What up, cut? You know what I mean? But, man, his tracks and his songs just keep getting better and better and better. And I see the progression there. You know what I mean?
Must
Yeah,
have
there's
checked
one
him out.
song that said, yo, man, y'all jump me in front of my son. I'm going to kill all y'all niggas. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo,
That's some true shit.
word. And I was like, okay, that was some good one. Another one I've been bumping heavy on the West Coast is Jimmy Waters.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard of him either.
Yeah, Jimmy Waters there. This cat, he had this one song called Weekend in LA. And they use the Escape, kick off your shoes and relax your
Okay.
feet. Like the beat in the background. It
Yeah.
was like super up. And I was like, man, I'm vibing to this shit right now. It's the middle of summer. It's hot. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit, go to LA, kick off my shoes and relax my feet. I'm fucking gang with it. You know what I mean? So, but Jimmy's been a good one there just because his lyrical wordplay, you know what I mean? He's bringing some new youth to it. You know what I'm saying? A new face, a new kind of approach and a new attitude there for sure.
All right.
You know what I mean? And then last but not least, man, I gotta say too, man, I've been pumped with that October London cat. You know what I mean?
October London?
Yeah, October London. He's one of those artists there, R&B singer there. You know what I mean? Like Tank or, you know, Jaheim or Tyree. But this cat, though, he's been doing some shit where he sounds like Marvin Gaye.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I think you have showed me some
Yeah,
of those
and
before,
he's really like bringing like his sound there now. When like I first heard some of his other stuff there when he was younger, to now there, like anytime it pops up, I'm like, yo, let me check it out, because like, you know, you're bringing back that old school Marvin Gaye sound. Like that was just tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not all lovey-dovey. There's some other crazy ones. You know what I mean? Like with more modern beats there.
It sounds like a spin-off of like Larry June. You know what I mean? Like
but
October, what is his name?
October London.
October London. That sounds like a Larry June like kind of name. You know, I think it sounds cool, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the R&B version of.
And again, he signed under Snoop Dogg, Death Row record.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, he gets the other guys to do kind of like the sounds maybe that they want to portray. Like, hey man, I'm Snoop Dogg.
Go sound like Nate Dogg.
I want you to sound like Marvin Gaye.
Go sound like Nate Dogg and Marvin Gaye at the same
Yo,
time.
yeah. You trip out on some of that shit, but yeah, those cats right now are really striking with me, and I'm like, yo, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? You're bringing back the old school culture, but you're keeping it new. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah,
I
with
like
the
those
October
answers,
London
honestly.
there. Yeah, the Jimmy Waters there, he's super fresh, you know, out the water. You know what I mean? He's kicking in the door. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Like, yeah, for real. He's like, yo, I'm gonna get it in. Like, yo, what it do? You know what I mean? And then
Jimmy
motherfucking-
Water is
yeah.
crazy. That's just a crazy rap name.
And then Doggy Style there. Doggy Style is the motherfucking right now there. Like I said, he up north, fucking straight up, i.e., you know, high desert Cali. You know what I mean? Barstow, Victorville, all of that. You know what I mean? San Bernardino. You know what I mean?
I
Just
think
go
it's
down
cool
the
that you
hill,
still
like-
keep up with where they're from. Like I try to find out where they're from, like based on like their music. But like if I don't find out like within the first 10 tracks that I hear, I'm like I don't even care.
Oh no,
So
man,
I think it's cool that you still keep up with
have
like where
to.
they're from. You know what I
I
mean?
gotta know so that way I know how their fucking their rhyme approaches and the vernacular and where their ears at.
But you
what
know,
I'm saying?
but you know,
'Cause
what I'm
I'm
saying
an artist by
though,
heart.
you could always
know what I
tell.
mean?
You could always tell that they're from Atlanta. You could always tell that they're from New York. You could always. I'm just saying. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
man. I'm gonna
sometimes
pull that card.
if they don't say it, then I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard. Like the one that threw me off was Gibbs.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo,
Yeah,
Indiana,
Freddie Gibbs.
Gary, Indiana. And
Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker.
No, I would
Threw
say
me off for that one.
my hidden inspirational gem right now, I guess, would be One Take Timmy. Just super lyrical, super
Yo,
dope.
he
He knows
was
how to
good.
switch it up. You know what I mean? I just been bumping a lot of him right now, and the rhythms as well. They're local. They're from here. They're reggae.
Nice.
Super dope. Shout out to the Rhythms, man.
The Rhythms.
One of the best. Honestly, one of the best groups that I've ever seen come from Albuquerque besides TIO, the Inspired Ones. Oh, no. No, I'm just kidding. All right, A Omega. Question number 3. Who is your top 3 right now? Out of all the rappers that are out right now, who is your top 3? Try to name ones that you didn't mention about the hidden gems and all that.
No. I know. Got you there for sure.
Like Kings of Rap. Who are your top 3 if you were to say these are my 3 top 3? You could even say Big Crit. I know you're gonna throw Big Crit in there.
No. I mean, of course, man. That's because on point there for sure. But I mean, for me, as far as like people that I feel that are untouchable on the scene is definitely going to be Nas.
Okay.
You know why? Just because of the longevity. Why? Because of the steady consistency that he brings to it there,
And the growth, yeah.
and I would say the maturity. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't come out with this and that. He doesn't talk about beef that doesn't to be brought up.
Right.
He doesn't fucking go and make a fucking social media drama stink just to get views.
Yeah.
Nah, that spigot is solidified. He ain't got to do none of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not to mention just the capital investment there with this biggest casino in New York there.
Nah, Nas is on it.
You know what I mean?
That's a good one. All right, who else?
Next one there, I would definitely say is going to be that's really hooked me up. Hit Boy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like on the producer side with his ear and the way that he
Even Big Hit is sick, dog.
and
Like
like the way that
honestly,
he moves like
yeah.
with it.
His dad's sick too, dog. Like his dad reminds me of like the blood version of Nipsey Hussle, straight up. You know what I mean? Like there's the blue Nipsey Hussle and the red Nipsey Hussle, and Big Hit is the red Nipsey Hussle for sure.
It's crazy.
Like if they were to be matched up like on Street Fighter or some shit, you know what I mean?
And the way that he runs his lyrics too, with his beats and with his artists and his appearances
Hit
and
Boy's
his
sick.
features, you know what I mean? Like Currency to everybody else in between, you know, Dom Kennedy, you know what I mean? His catalog is very vast, which I appreciate. You know what I mean? And everything that he does is real.
Dom Kennedy, that's a good one.
You know what I mean?
Dom Kennedy, that's a really good one.
Yeah, both those two when they did that, you know what I mean? That collabo album there, you know what I mean? Remember that green one?
Yeah.
That shit was butter, you know what I mean? Like uncanny, undeniable there. You know what I mean? Straight up West Coast classic right there. Next one. What was the question again? See, smoking on this.
Your
new
top
shit.
three. You have one more. Your top three. Who's your third? Because you already forgot his name. I'm just kidding.
Desert cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this desert cheese is fun.
No, I gotta say Juicy, man.
Juicy J?
Yep, him and his brother coming out with that new album.
Oh yeah, Project Pat, right?
Called Dem Goats.
I did see that.
So I'm anxious, but those two have always just stood the fucking tidal waves the standard time. You know what I mean? They made themselves a solid foundation, and even though the waves of hooking were against them, they were still standing. You know what I'm saying?
You're a big 3-6 Mafia fan. When
all day.
And I'm gonna ask you if you know, you know. But when was the first song released? What year was that? It was like 1989 or some shit. Like what? I know they've been along for like
the first song was 1990.
I see. I was pretty close.
Yeah.
I knew it had to be like
it was on tape. It was on tape cassette.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By 92, 93, you know what I mean? They already started doing Mystic Styles. They already started getting Prophet Posse together. You know what I mean? When they, you know what I mean? From 666 Mafia to 3-6 Mafia.
And then when the Smoke Clears came out, like 99, right?
That was, that's when they were already like real established with logos and the name, and they already had Prophet Posse. Hypnotized Camp Posse was the label there,
right?
But Prophet Posse was before Hypnotized Camp Posse.
Cool. I just wanted to know. That was one thing I always wondered, and I was
666 Mafia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the first of the first of the first.
Okay.
So you kind of had to like rebrand it, reword it, reiterate it there, just for the marketing and managing process of it there. You know what I mean?
That's tight. I guess
yours?
I'll just say real quick. You already know Larry June's one of my top right now. G Perico and also One Take Timmy, man. I just got to give it to those three guys right now.
The lyricism on him is fucking amazing right now there too, man. One Take Timmy there for sure.
All right. Question number 4, A Omega. What is the first hip hop album that completely changed your expectations of what rap should sound like? You know what I mean? Like what made it sound different? Did it change your taste in music altogether? Which we know it did, but did you think it still holds up today? You know, all the stuff that you consider really good hip hop music. Do you think that those standards hold up today?
So, I mean, are we talking rap or are we talking hip hop?
Like both, like whatever you heard that made you change your whole perspective on it.
Well, I mean, for me, definitely it would be Talib Kweli.
Like how it should sound like, right? That's
Talib Kweli and the Reflection Eternal.
Like if you're doing conscious rap, that's like that has to be in your Bible.
That still needs to be there like that. Yeah. That shit needs to be brought back and really need to be implemented, into the hip hop community, so that way we know that shit's gonna stay alive there, because we just can't be talking about everything else there. You know what I mean?
I agree.
We really need to bring back that conscious rap and the females getting involved with that there. The females are doing good right now there, but they're doing it on a very masculine energy, which is very off.
Sad to see.
It's off turning to me. And whatever you can say, whatever there, but I'm just so turned off with that there. Like I don't even want to. Yeah. No,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's a good answer, honestly. Let's see. I guess, fuck. I would have to go back to Nas, right? Like I know a lot of people give Nas a lot of shit for like the beats that he picks, right? But like if you think about it, he's picking like pieces of music to put behind his intricate lyrics, right? And so that's what he's trying to showcase. And I think a lot of people just need to realize that. They give him a lot of flack for like all of his past beat choices, right? From Illmatic, probably all the way up until recently with like the Hit Boy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was a great one.
But I just want to say that,
was
yeah.
good there, yeah.
I think Nas is like the epitome of like what a good rap / hip hop song should sound like, as far as like just, you know, if he throws a singer on there like Lauryn Hill, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Or pull an Amy Winehouse sample.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
something, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, don't be mad, you know what I mean? That's the way it goes. But you know
or
what I
Wu
mean?
Tang, honestly, too. Wu Tang, I would say Wu Tang. They have really good that rugged like, you know, that Staten Island sound, you know, that you could only hear from Wu Tang at the time when they were dropping. So I would say between those two, you know, and it's East Coast. You know, East Coast originated the shit.
Love
Ayo.
it, man. See ya.
All right. If you could erase one moment in hip hop history, not because you hate it, but because you were curious to see how the future would evolve if it didn't happen.
I got you before you get me, motherfucker. The mumble rap era.
Hey,
I'm gonna get you before you. I knew you were gonna get me with the you know what I'm saying? Like before the mumble rap there, where when everything was very clear. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knew what they were saying, to say it precise, holding it down. This is the speakers tonight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I think a lot of people are making that the main argument, right? Because a lot of that, it became a format, right? The mumble rap thing became an actual format. Like you could listen to every single mumble rap song and it all has the same rhyming scheme. There's no intricacy about it. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing custom about it besides the pitch in the rapper's voice, or maybe they say a couple of things in a couple of different ways. You know what I'm saying? But I would have to agree.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We've talked about it so much there, but it wouldn't fucking be any of this other new shit without that there.
But it's only just to see how it would evolve, right?
Yeah,
to see like where
it would be now.
The non-influence of the mumble rap would have taken hip hop right now in 2020.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with like the mumble rap there, man, for sure. Why don't you give me what's up with your rap? See what it is. What would you take back?
Honestly, and I always talk about this, but I would really love to see what Biggie and Pac sounded like today on a Hit Boy beat or a fucking Metro Boomin beat or whatever the fuck. You know
so the beef squashed?
No, like nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened.
No beef, no nothing. Like imagine like they would just be coming out with joint albums with so many different producers. It would be fucking insane. And I think that's what a lot of people were trying to stop.
Tupac and Primo?
Tupac and Biggie, like
no, but I mean like Tupac and producers.
Like, imagine that though, like Primo, Tupac Biggie on a Primo album, Tupac Biggie on a Mustard album, Tupac Biggie on a Mustard album, Tupac Biggie on a RZA album, Tupac Biggie on a Havoc album, Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on, and I would want to hear every single one of those fucking albums just because I would want to hear the outcome of, you know, the growth of their style. They only got it rap so long before they got killed. I think Tupac had like 3 or 4 albums out. Biggie had 1, and then the second one came out after his death. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to hear a lot more from Biggie and Pac, honestly.
It would have been dope.
Yeah.
Rest easy, my
friends.
All right,
with that being said, this episode is brought to you by Bisco Chitos, the illest brand in New Mexico. We're also brought to you by High Desert Relief, the illest cannabis brand in New Mexico as well. Make sure you guys go hit Pod 5 off to get $5 off any purchase, any location, all across New Mexico. We're also brought to you by
Polite's Bodega there. You know what I'm saying? Go check them out. Get them backwoods. You know, we smoking on that right now because it's all that good there.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good being in the backwoods. You know what I'm saying? Also brought to you by Lotus Fightwear,
X7 Supply, and Ism 718. Make sure you guys go check them out. Those are the clothing brands that make your clothing brand
a clothing brand.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure if you need a one and done or you need 1,000 for your merch booth, make sure you guys hit them up. We're also brought to you by
Gonzo Family Farms there. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for any of these premier edibles or drinkables there, you know, you can go look them up there online there. You know what I mean? Across New Mexico locations there, specifically Oasis, Pecos Valley Productions there, and also
Rocky Mountain
in Santa Fe. Yeah.
So all right, well,
we'll get it in.
After this short commercial break, we'll be back. Blunt Kings episode 51. This is 101 episodes. We're not tired. We're stoned. You know what I'm saying? We just tried a new strain for today. I haven't tried this strain at all. This shit got me
feel the effect.
Pretty lit. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be right back. Make sure you guys roll another one, pour another one up. See you in a sec.
Be right back.
51 Blunt Kings podcast. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Files, my boy.
Hey, yo, make it with the funky dope flavor, aka the funk with the drunk, you already know, baby. Hey. Episode 51.
Now it's time to get into some real shit. I'm not saying that anything we didn't say before that was real shit, but I'm saying like real hip hop shit. What's going on
right now?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
Don't get it twisted, yo. All right,
like a dread.
Let's see. Bone Thugs, they finally got a star on the Walk of Fame. Hey, Omega, what do you think about that?
Long overdue.
Yeah, July 8th, 2026, Bone Thugs and Harmony officially received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in the recording category, making them the 2,851st recipient.
Like I tell you, we smoking some weed.
I said recipient because it's like it's just a recipe for disaster. I think when you get your star, this is just my opinion. Whenever you get your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, count your days, guys.
Why would you say that though?
They do that on purpose, dog. They
why is that like the sold your soul shit or what? I mean, I don't think it does that.
One of them did, dog.
No,
one of them did. One of them had to have.
For real?
Yeah, that's the only bro.
I don't think
it's
so.
Hollywood, bro.
Man.
It's Hollywood, dog. I'm telling you.
Fucking
as much as
for
we
real?
would love to think it's rainbows and butterflies and flowers over there, dog, it's not, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking evil, dog. And I think
you're wrong, my nigga.
Congratulations for the fucking accolade. You know what? I'm not taking anything away from you, but which one was it? Was it busy? Was it crazy? Was it lazy? Was it all of them? One of them did it, dog. They had to.
I don't know about that.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I'm saying, man, the motherfuckers have been around for so long. They fucking done a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've been good. There hasn't been too much controversy behind them. They stay behind the fucking limelight. You know what I mean? They try to hook in with whoever they can at the time. I mean, these fucking niggas is grinding and surviving.
I think they were forced behind the limelight, and now they needed some money, and they have to do what they had to do, dog.
Man,
they were just at the casino performing for fucking like $20 tickets last month, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you the facts. You know, it's a hard truth to swallow, but it is what it is, bro.
We love you, Bone Thugs.
Yeah. Your Ouija dreams came true. That's all I can really say.
Got love for you.
But yeah, no, I love it. I love The Crossroads, First of the Month, East 99, the album, you know, Thuggish Ruggish Bone, all that stuff, you know, but I don't know, dog. It's just in this day and age, I just don't trust anything, brother. And it's sad. It's sad. It's a disheartening thing. You know what I mean? I wish I could be like, oh fuck yeah, I love Bone Thugs and Harmony, but you gotta read behind the curtain, like you said. You know, it's just one of those things.
I got you. Yeah, I feel you. I feel what you're saying, man.
Gonna sell more than $11,000 copy of your new album YG, The Gentleman's Club. It only sold 11,000. You know, I think a lot of this gangster hip hop shit is starting to be on the decline. Hey, Omega, what do you think?
Gentleman's Club.
If somebody like YG can't sell more than 10,000 copies out of his own state and worldwide, it just tells me one thing. It tells me the gangster shit's all played out. The blood shit's played out, you know.
The gang affiliation
movement
is played out there. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're tapping into the right sound.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not doable. I'm just saying these people that if they're getting bored of YG, why would you think Jay-Z would even be relevant in 2026? You know what I'm saying?
I would say, why did they get rid of the motherfucking YGs there? Because they gravitated to somebody like Larry June, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Some fucking positive shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what brings up to what you're mentioning is this gangster shit is played out.
Yeah. And we'll get to that too at the end of the show. You know, there's a lot of corny stuff going on in hip hop.
But 10,000 units.
Yeah, 10,000 units.
Yo, man, what a hit! What a hit!
It missed the Billboard 200. Let's see. Although multiple outlets reported the figure at around 11,000 units, which is slightly above the 10K mark. Because I think everyone was arguing like, no, it didn't sell just 10K. And you're like, yeah, you're right. It sold just 11K. I don't know. It just goes to show that all this shit's really just going down the toilet, Omega, and it's disheartening, bro. I hate it. Every time I bring something up, I want to see something positive, but it's always something negative or something that's just...
And I think maybe this has to do with a lot of the fucking, again, these people that are under these contracts there, these companies are not willing to fucking help them out. They're not willing to get them the exposure they need.
And not only that, they won't give them the exposure they need unless they're pushing the agenda they want them to push. Henceforth, let's go back to the Hollywood shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just an epic cycle that always prevails over all these artists, and there's nothing
Money
about it. We just get entertained by it, or we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
debt, maybe that booty. You know what I mean? Debt, money, booty. That's it. You know what I mean? You get in debt because you borrow money, and then they're gonna get in that booty.
Yep.
And those same
and then
processes.
record it, and then say you better not say nothing, or we're gonna release these
Blackmail.
You're willingly accepting the booty transfer type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a fucked up industry.
All right.
Speaking of fucked up industries, Jermaine Dupri files an $18 million lawsuit against Sony for unpaid royalties to Mariah Carey and Usher Music. It says, according to court filings reported this week, Jermaine Dupri and his So-So Def companies have filed a lawsuit against Sony Music Entertainment seeking more than $18 million in damages. It's saying that they didn't pay him for music that he made for Mariah Carey, Usher, Criss Cross, Escape, Da Brat, Jagged Edge, Bow Wow, Old Crusher, Jaquan, and everything that was put out by So-So Def.
Truth, man. I love every single artist on that there. And if you were in the 90s growing up in the mid 2000s, from the mid 90s
was the shit back then. Yeah.
Man, they and that Mariah Carey with him, sweetheart. I remember all the chicks used to love that bouncing around.
I even had a Mariah Carey
and like
Butterfly or whatever the fuck. I think I had that shit.
Had to have it. It was part of like the arsenal. You had to have that if you picked up a female.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like back in when we was in high school, a Jagged Edge CD was mandatory.
Nah, don't get me started on
You know
Jagged
what I'm
Edge
saying?
CDs. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna bring up. Yeah,
I've had my share of love and
Old school.
heartbreak, and Jagged Edge was definitely the soundtrack. I'll just say that.
Yeah, we're there with that.
But yeah,
So that's cool, man. I mean, let's get some money on there, but how come he wasn't getting it from the get-go? I mean, he's been powerful as fuck.
it says one of the more specific claims that Dupree says Sony filed to properly account for the royalties of his first two Criss Cross albums, which he alleges done alone resulted in over $2.2 million in unpaid producer and override royalties, and that was just back then.
Wow.
So $2.2 million in the '90s, dog, is fucking insane. I mean,
Yeah, because I mean, the amount of monetary exchange now from then to now, 2 million back then is like 15 million just in itself.
just for that one.
Yeah.
Just for that one album from Criss Cross. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I think that alone would probably get him to 18 million off the bat.
You know,
right?
Escape came from fucking
Escape.
Tiny T.I.'s wife,
There's
that
another
group.
10 million. Like I would say he
The Brat.
he's probably
so
he's probably owed at
fine.
least 50 to $100 million.
Fucking A. I would definitely agree with that. You know what I mean? All those songs that he did were just so funkified, you know, back in the day. And man, I mean, those are still some household songs that people still, you know, backyard barbecue, backyard boogie to, you know what I mean? And if they decide to yank that shit during this lawsuit, that's going to be a very sad thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Like-
Sony has disputed the allegations with the spokesperson saying that the matter was an ongoing royalty accounting dispute and expressing disappointment that So-So Def chose litigation instead of continuing discussions. The case has not been decided yet in court, but it's still going on. What do you guys think? Do you think Jermaine Dupri's owed 18 million or 50 or 100 million? I would say something like 75, just to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Just alone from the interest from Criss Cross's first album being owed 2.2 million in the 90s and it's 2026. That's 20 million off the bat. You know what I mean? Like, and then we just go down the list based on a year of when he should have been reimbursed his money back then. You know?
It's gonna be a crazy one, so buckle in, you buttercup. You know what I'm saying?
Buckle in, buttercup.
It's gonna be wild right here. There, listen to your boy A Omega. There, we're gonna keep you info on this. There, you know what I mean? Because this shit is gonna happen there. Trust me, 18 million is nothing that you're not gonna want to pursue. You know, you're gonna want to pursue this thing. You're not gonna let it go.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go against that. You know, I want my due process. I want my residuals kicked back to me. I want my royalties there. This is what the thing was there, and you guys try to flip it up, man. Especially on a cultured man. You know what I mean? A man of different color there. You know what I mean? Hispanic men get involved with this, and they try to dupe them all the time. You know what I mean? these folks now, they're coming looking back and all their stuff, they're having their lawyers go back to the beginning of stuff. You know what I mean? You get caught up in it, and now they're saying, hey, check it out. There's some technicalities there, man. You know what I mean? You actually owed a lot more. You know, so JD, Jermaine Dupri.
We talk about so many JDs, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
This JD, man.
JD, you deserve your cash, bro. Shout out to So Def.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna lose in court. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
He's gonna win for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yo,
hey Omega.
watch out. We're gonna hook you up with the information.
Topic number 4. Is mainstream rap / hip hop getting to be too corny, A Omega? Let's see. This is where hip hop conversations go beyond headlines. Today's question might ruffle some feathers, A Omega. Do you think hip hop and rap is getting too corny? Or do you think it's just mainstream rap or mainstream hip hop?
Oh, I just love how these motherfucking little fucking, I call them Diamondbacks there because they just jump on everybody back and act like they're the diamond shining, you know what I mean? Literally, I call them Diamondbacks.
You're talking about like the new artists?
All of them, they all fucking snakes there. You know what I mean? A Diamondback is a fucking snake there. They want to fucking jump up on your back and see what you're doing there. Try to get your fucking shine and do that there. So
it kind of reminds me of like, remember when we grew up watching wrestling, right? Like WWF, WCW, all that bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember I used to see hip hop like that, right? Like all the different characters and different like, and they all had that same kind of skill, right? Like they all had that super rhyming skill, you know, the Nas's, the DMX's,
Yeah.
all the different characters that came with hip hop, right? They kind of remind me of WWF. Now it reminds me, it looks like a bunch of wrestlers fighting a bunch of shooters, dog. Like it has nothing, there's no skill in none of these new rappers. Like I said, it's the same format. All they're talking about is, oh, I fucked your bitch, or I'm gonna shoot my op, or whatever the fuck is the case. And it's just really like watering down the substance of what hip hop and rap used to be. You know, rap used to have so much attitude towards just like political shit or just the system in general, and now it's like we've like bent, like not we, but they bent over and gave their fucking soul away for the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's really sad to see that hip hop is going on a downward slope as even like the billboards, right? Like we're not even on 200 billboard right now, you know what I'm saying? That's Drake or something.
And this is again, you know what I mean? After we got up on there, like for a brief minute there, you know what I'm saying? And now we're not even on that again, you know what I'm saying? Just to let you know that there's that slow decline there, you know what I mean? They're trying to take us out. And they're trying to do that thing.
For the number one artist to be Drake, and I'm not disrespecting anything like that about like the music or anything, but it has like, even his style can't even go up against like someone like DMX, if DMX is still around, or Pac, or Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I had answered the answer of what I would want to see that was taken out of the hip hop history, because it would be quite a thing to see all of these older rappers really still competing at a lyrical level rather than who got the more money or who got
the clout,
women, or who got who fucked the most bitches, or whatever the fuck the case may be, right? I just think it would be cool to see that level of competitive sport.
Competitivism.
Yeah, competitivism still trapped in the world of hip hop. You know what I mean? I think that has also been let go out of, you know, they let Pandora's box open with all these young ass kids, and they did it for the money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
free for all.
They knew from the beginning, it's like, oh shit, Tupac can influence this many people that aren't kids. Imagine if we can get the kids influenced. And I think that's where the fucking the message got mixed up, is because they wanted to influence more kids to go to jail and more kids to prosper. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, man. These kids ain't drinking like they were in the 90s. These kids ain't doing much of other shit except riding around with guns, selling this and scamming and doing other stuff there. They took it to another motherfucking level, man. You know what I mean?
They really did.
And you know what I mean? Not saying all these artists out here right now and all these other, you know what I mean? Like, producers are all crazy as shit, you know what I mean? There's a lot of good ones out here, you know what I mean? And we know who they are.
But at the same time, though, it's like they know for a fact that if they don't say certain things in their raps, they're not going to get any kind of play.
Attention.
So they don't,
they,
even though they think it in their own mind, they're still not going to be all, let's make a conscious trap song today. You know what I'm saying? Or let's make a conscious drill song today. Like, they're not going to do that.
Let's get my mama about
They're
the hood.
automatically going to go back to the hood shit, the ignorant shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's,
To this cat,
I think that's what's making
cat.
hip-hop corny as fuck.
You know what I mean? Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back there, you know what I mean? The real deal. You know what I mean? Go talk to your uncle on the hill. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably hook you up with some knowledge for real. You know what I mean?
Laser fat ass bought us some good ass chronic.
That you never even knew.
The unks know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, I think, they discredit the older hip hop artists because of their age, right? But then they go, oh, you can't discredit us because of our age because we're young. And it's like, well, let's pick a medium then, fuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't just all the rules be made by you guys because you're the newest ones in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to follow suit and follow some of these old hip hop rules. And
you got to meet us halfway, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll
Especially
meet
if
you
you want to be
halfway.
considered like a serious artist. You know what I mean?
Because now we're not going to fuck with you at all.
Everyone else just sounds like a shooter to me, dog. And it just makes me not want to listen to everything that's on the radio right now. I'd rather go and look for a Larry June, or go and look for a Jeep Rico or a Payroll Giovanni to inspire me to pay my bills and not kill somebody and not fuck somebody else's girlfriend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be inspired to do positive things in life, not continuously be spiraled into this cycle of negativity that everybody's feeling day by day by day, making rap cornier, more full of negativity. And it's awful to see, bro. It's like I said, a lot of these things are disheartening. Like we were talking about with Bone Thugs earlier. I love Bone Thugs. They're one of my most influential groups of all time. But when I see them finally give in and go, I'm tired of playing at the Sunshine Theater. I need to do something so we can get on this Walk of Fame and get some money for us. And they band together and they finally decide, bro. I promise you, like, it's a meeting that we've never even seen before, bro. And it's probably enough to convince anybody.
And I hope we never see that meeting.
I'll kill myself. I'll tell you that right now. If they ever say something like, "Hey, come into this door, you gotta get rid of A Omega," I'm like, I'm gonna get rid of myself, dog. Like, straight the fuck up. Dude.
I ain't doing nothing with those fuckers, bro.
These fuckers, dog. Like, we're starting our own lane. We're gonna create a resistance. Anybody feel free to join. Like, it'd be cool if we had Jim Carrey and the Justin Biebers and the Cat Williams and all the people that go against the industry on our side, the Jim Brewers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be tight. That's something we need to start. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious when I start that shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep the positivity flowing. Let's keep the negativity at bay. Fuck all evil spirits. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and let's make rap uncorny again. You know, maybe we should make some hats that say that. Make rap uncorny again. So, MAUA, Maua, or Marua. Marua, make rap uncorny again.
Marua there. It sounds like a place in northern New Mexico. Where you been? I was in Marua there this weekend.
But seriously though, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just really got to take this whole hip hop thing back to its positive roots and quit leading the youth and everybody else down the wrong destructive path at all. Nothing but prison doors that also fill the pockets of these record execs and people that own these record companies. Let's not forget that. We talked about that.
Yep. Fill their pockets for what? Our incarceration, for our time away from families, and not eating our proper food and getting sick.
And you know what? They don't, and then they get paid through the state, like how many people they have in their fucking building.
Incarceration,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, that's all a grant. You're just a grant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for them.
If you want to act bad and be a gangster and shoot people, you're a grant, homie.
They're gonna get money off of you every month for you being in that month in jail.
And just like the Tecatos would tell you, like, the Pintos, sorry, not the Tecatos. The Pintos will tell you even, they'll be like, hey, you don't like listening to motherfuckers out here, you know, you're a gangster, you don't like listening to people. If you keep that shit up, you're definitely going to listen to somebody in prison, and it's going to be a guard or it's going to be a shot caller.
Wait until you get in there. Yeah. You're going to see.
But anyway, that's the show, A Omega.
That's too real.
Episode 51, Blunt Kings Podcast. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
A Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle the Drunk. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. You know, share, subscribe, like, comment there, all of the above. You know what I'm saying? Until next time there, y'all be good, be well, stay weird.
We're brought to you by Bizcochitos, the illest brand in New Mexico. Make sure you guys check them out. We're also brought to you by High Desert Relief, the illest dispensary in New Mexico as well. Pod 5 off, get you $5 off any location, any purchase, honestly. Even if it's $6, you'll get it for $1.
Smoking all that desert cheese.
Yeah, we're smoking on that desert cheese tonight. Got me feeling at ease tonight for sure. We're also brought to you by Polite's
Bodega there. You know what I'm saying? Go get your blunt wraps, glass, Any accessories there? Puffco's, all the above.
We're also brought to you by X7 Supply, Lotus Flywear, and ISM 718. Make sure you guys hit them up. Those are the clothing brands to make your clothing brand.
A clothing brand.
Whether you need a one and done for a concert or you need 1,000 for your merch booth, hit them up. They got you for sure. We're also brought to you by
Gonzo Family Farms there, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody over there, the production team there. Go check them out. Oasis there, Echoes Valley Production there. And if you're in Santa Fe there, at Rocky Mountain Dispensary.
Hey, that was the ill ass show. Hey, Omega, we kind of got deep. Hey, people wanted us to argue, so we argued a little bit. It took Bone Thugs for us to argue, so it takes one of those kind of groups for us to actually argue on this show if we have different opinions. You know what I'm saying? Like other than that, me and A Omega, we got the same opinion on mostly about everything until, you know, I have to remind this guy or he has to remind this guy. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, you guys have a great night.
All salty.